Hi, Aquarius. This is Just with your August 10th, 2020 weekly general read. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Aquarius, it looks like some of you definitely, there could have been a loss of a job or you deciding to focus on your own business, start something new for yourself, and probably you're not accepting any additional work. You're focusing on one thing in particular. Um, so because of that, for some of you, if you're starting up a business or you've just recently lost your business, you may be looking to get some unemployment. That may be taking a little longer than you anticipated. Like you thought it was going to be here by now, or the process is going to be simple. It's going to take a little while. And you are going to, for those of you who are now trying to file, right, you'll have to, be on them and constantly be proactive in order for them to kind of get their act together. They may say the systems is down, it's glitching, that sort of thing. So there is some issues with money. I have to say, be very conservative because you may have expenses. Money is not coming as much as it was once before. Some of you, if you're trying to focus more on your own business or some type of new venture of some sort, you may find that it's a little, you're putting out more than what's coming in. Okay. And then, as I mentioned, there could be that loss of a job. For some of you, so there's that. Be conservative financially. Looks like you guys will be okay. um, but I would say there's some monies coming out, and it could be for all of you, will be different while you're spending some money here. And if there's some issues at your job, especially for those of you who may be getting let go, I do feel like you're going to be more proactive. Like I said, either unemployment or trying to go back and see about a job or alternatives. So as we get into the end of this week, going into next week, it could be sometime this week, there's going to be a lot of you focusing more on how do you rectify this problem. Some of you may want to go back to this job, especially if it's you that left the job. You may be thinking on second thought, I should have kept my job and see what alternatives I'll have. So there's that. Home life looks very, very shaky, very unstable. If you live with people, there's conflict. It may be brewing under, there's something that's brewing between you and another person here. There just may be a little bit of tension, frustrations going on at the work. At the home, especially if someone isn't working, something may seem like it's not working between you and people that you live with. And there's definitely this, I need to get out. I need to get out now. Or you just have to move. Some of you have to move. And probably if you're not working this job, you have to kind of move someplace else and you're considering where your next steps are going to be, or where you find a job may be the reason why you're moving, right? Because it's going to be at a distance, but you're not moving right this second. At least for a lot of you, I don't see that. You're having to move, but there's this anticipating, knowing that you need to move, and there's a frustration around it. For those of you who are not physically moving, try as you might, this tension, frustration, aggravation that's kind of in your home is staying there for a little while. It's not all going away this week. So there's that. Some of you, though, you may be trying to get away for a little while from your household, from your work life, just trying to be free for a little bit and get away from the humdrum of everyday life. And that will be good for you. I think for some of you, you'll find that you'll do that as much as you can, right? Get away and get out and get around things that are different, going on a trail or hike or, be by water is what I see here. Mountain climbing, which I know is a stretch, right? But, you know what I mean? Like hiking or go to the trails and that sort of thing. That is going to really calm you, give you a lot of clarity, and that's going to help you guys more than you know. So try to get out of whatever this environment that is kind of bringing you down. There's something that now you realize, right? That is a challenge for you. Either you made a decision and you haven't completely settled with it yet in your mind or in your spirit, or you now have found out something and it's like, ugh, It's a bit of a challenge. I see change. So there's definitely a end of something. Could be a literal passing of someone. So my condolences if that is the case. If that's the case of someone passing away, it's going to bring people together. Someone, two people that may have been on the outs or not the closest, it may bring them back together. So there's that. I see some of you being very proactive this week going into next week and really focusing on more of the practical areas of your life, the things that you need to take care of, and cutting out things that doesn't make any sense to deal with. I see that for some of you, this could be the person in your home, but it could be someone else. But if you've been in a very kind of tense sort of connection with someone, I see that alleviating. At least it looks like the two of you will come to some type of resolve and things will get better. Just gonna pull one more card on this to see. Oh, because somebody so the home life is still gonna be sketchy for some of you, and others, yeah, it'll be sketchy for a little bit. I think once you get out of Leo season, it'll be a little bit better. And I do see, like I said, resolve that comes in quite quickly. Okay. Now let's get into your love life. Scorpio. I don't know what's going to happen for you guys in Scorpio season, but Aquarius, some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, even though, yeah, the death card is here. So yeah, it could be something about a Scorpio involved here, but, so Aquarius, you are very strong, very in control of yourself right now. There could be someone that you've departed from or left you, vice versa. And now you're putting your energy, your efforts, and your focus on money and finance and career, that sort of thing, fixing whatever these problems you have. And I just mentioned that. So this is not really showing me somebody from your past, but you definitely can have someone familiar to you kind of coming back into your energy. For some of you Aquarius singles, you can rectify a problematic relationship from your past with someone. Somebody left, they may have just up and left the country, up and left the state, up and left the neighborhood, up and left the city. Somebody just up and left. And I feel like you're having, it could be you, it could be this person, but there is some type of sadness around not having this person that possibly is on your mind. Okay. And it looks like you're just going to try to rectify it or reconcile it mentally and say, oh, it's done, whatever, like that. And probably just enjoy the people that you have in your life. So let's see what's coming up for Aquarius in love. Definitely making plans as far as like movements and your next steps forward with work, career, business, travel. When I say travel, I mean relocation. You could be putting yourself out there to meet new people, but it's almost like some people that you may be attracted to, they're devastated by a past relationship, and people may be kind of hooking back up with past people. There's definitely new beginnings when it comes to love for you, Aquarius, and I think you guys definitely may have someone new come into your life. It's just that either you or this person, give them time. They need to give you some time. You need some time and they need time, because somebody is still trying to get over something from their past. So it will take time, but there is definitely new love here coming in for you, and something that's going to be really sweet and possibly romantic here. God damn. Okay. So yes, it's definitely happening. I just feel like for some of you Aquariuses, you may be in a little bit of a pickle because there could be two people vying for your attention. It could, like I said, be just you're trying to slough off the old, prepare yourself for the new. And others of you, this person may have that too. So be careful. Again, take your time. It looks like you're not, well, I have to tell you, yeah, that's why I say take your time, because it may take about 2 to 3 months and then you'll really see where this person's motives are. And again, you are attracting a bit of wounded people. So if you take your time, then it won't be any harm, no foul, right? Because this person may be still, like I said, connected to a past person, and before you know it, it's like they're running back there. I think Uranus is getting ready to go retrograde. So with that, you do have people kind of reverting back to things. A lot of people reverting back to stuff. So there's that. But there could be a new budding exchange with another person. is what it looks like. Let me see. Ooh, you guys are, especially, okay. Well, I feel like women, you could definitely attract men. The problem is a lot of them are more focused on business, finance, very controlling. They're not the most vulnerable individuals, and they may, be more into just dating, keeping their options open than committing. So yeah, I would say just take your time. You meet someone that you're quite interested in, just take it slow, take your time. It can be a bit of a challenge because sex keeps coming up here. Somebody's being deprived of it. So there's that. That's probably where some of that frustration is coming from. So yeah, I would take my time. A couple Aquariuses. Well, the two of you are like not even two ships in the night, two nights passing in the night. Like you're doing your thing, they're doing their thing. And it seems like the biggest lack here is communication, being able to compromise and get on the same page with one another. Long-term stability seems to be the biggest challenge here, 100%. And there's a lot of holding back and not saying exactly what's going on and how you feel. And it's almost like tit for tat. Oh, you're going to do this? Okay, I'll do that. You say this, I'll say that. And there's no real effort to let's get on a one accord and let's stay there. See, that's the thing. We're staying in this accord, not necessarily just getting there. The getting there can happen, right? All the time. But staying there is always a challenge. And for some of you, that is going to be the challenge. I do see that somebody is dealing with some in and out energy, a little bit of player energy. And I feel like someone feels like if that's what you're going to do, then I will be single. You guys may be putting your foot down here and saying, well, we can be done. We don't have to do this anymore. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And it's like, okay, whatever. You're not going anywhere. Not going. Where are you going? We're going to work this out. Stop it. We'll work this out. So let's look a little bit deeper at where you're coming from in the situation. A lot of not knowing, a lot of secrets being held, and it's like but you just can't put you don't have proof. And some of you may feel trapped, you feel stuck for a situation that isn't the best. It's very toxic, some of it. There could be a third party situation here. Okay, some of you could be pregnant, so there's that. I feel for some of you, it could be that it could be quite toxic. So you may have somebody that gets around a little bit, and if that's the case, there could be a particular person that's very vindictive and could have told you, could have said something. I feel like there is love here between the two of you. The problem is that either there's money issues between the two of you, or it's not an equalness when it comes to money and harmony. And again, being able to stay together for a length of time without things being shook up because somebody wants their freedom, but they don't want to completely just break up is what it looks like. I do see what it looks like to be some heartbreak and pain could be caused by third party and interference with outside people, but it's almost like a coming back together to make this situation work. And somebody is waiting to get married. Somebody is also willing to give up their own success and their own growth for the family, for the betterment of the family, a spouse or be a mom or a parent, that sort of thing. I do see somebody has a bit of some player energy. And the issue here is that it's almost like, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. And then 2-3 months later, you're back in that. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. 2-3 months later. So it's this constant. And, it's funny. I don't necessarily get that this person is, they are kind of childish. I do get this card here. It's a bit of childishness going on here. And someone likes to get what they want all the time when they want it. And there's a lot of compromising, but it comes from one person. One person is the only person that seems to compromise more than that free, loving individual. And there's a lot of, somebody knows their worth and they know what they want and they know what they're bringing to the table, but there's so many other people involved, or a lot of this, like I said, on and off, on and off. That makes it very difficult to stick with this and make it work long term, is what I see on your end here. Okay. So in the extended, we're going to look at your person. How do they feel about you, the relationship? What challenges do they face with you? What do they want to tell you deep down inside? What secrets are they keeping? How do they see you? Where do they want this relationship to go? And what will their actions be? And overall, what will be the outcome? We're also going to look at Aries through Pisces. How do they feel about you? So if you're interested in that, click that link in the description box below. If you would like a personal reading, you can click a link to my website, set something up for yourself. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.